such things are not guaranteed. It's not a norm that once people go through punishment or they are shamed, they change for the better. What's up, my people? It's your boy YaoCrack, and today I'm back with another social commentary. Okay, so on today's episode, I want to discuss something about an ongoing phenomenon in our social media space, targeting the Ghanaian social media space and some personalities that it has birthed. Okay, we all know that people gravitate towards this sort of controversial and outlandish content and broadcasting. I want to highlight two individuals who are into this. It's Bongo Ideas and Ifya Schwarzenegger. These two are going to be my case study for this topic. So a similar thing about these two is that they are both controversial. For that one, everybody knows. But there is another similarity that ties them both together, and that is they both had a breaking point in their careers, or they both had a breaking point in whatever it is that they are doing. There was a significant instance in their life where that was a make or a break situation. So this was their breaking point for them. So I'll start with that of Ifya. You know, Ifya was a media personality. Her presence online was all over the place. She was just loud and about in all of her dealings. She was caught in this cheating saga, adulterous saga. So her husband walked in on her with her lover in their matrimonial bed, and it was just a shaming experience. He caught them on video. She was so scared and panicking, begging for her life because the husband actually threatened to pour acid on her. So you can imagine the extent to which this issue was, and it was a very grave situation for her. She was traumatized and all of that. It was crazy. So that's that for her. And secondly, Bongo Ideas. Bongo Ideas is a Twitter troll, or is it bully or blogger? I think his main job is to be a blogger, but aside that, he bullies people on social media. This guy has been known for moving to random people and just terrorizing them, just bullying them with his words. And he's a very good writer actually, and he has a very good way with words. And he knows how to just poke people to cause an uproar on social media. And I think that's a strategy of his to also just cause conversations and create content from them, and it's a very devious move. So this guy went for an audition, okay, on GH1. Guess what? The people on the panelists, that's these three ladies on the panelists, Nana Ba, Sawami here, they were victims of his trolling in the past. So they just brought up his info and they realized that, yo, this is the guy that has been moving to the whole world, and they finished him on set. Yo, they dragged this guy through their mud. They also had their turn to bully him. It was a revenge day for them. Some say it was well deserved. Others say that the ladies went too far and all of that. But it didn't also just end on set. This guy was chased out of the building and was even called a thief. You know that in Accra, in Accra, once you are labeled a thief, that's an automatic death sentence. You could be lynched. So this guy also had to run away for his own life, to save his own life. Now, seeing this embarrassing incidents that happened to these two individuals, their notoriety on social media has gone through the roof. It's as if nothing happened to dissuade them from their characters. They've become more shameless and relentless in their outbursts, and I don't know, it's serving them well, I guess. It seems they're able to ride on the wave of their embarrassment to even propel themselves higher in their respective careers. So when I come across them, I keep asking myself why this is the case. Could it be that they've overcome their greatest fear in life, which could have also been near-death instances? So now it's like nothing matters to them anymore. They are just going all out with their life. They're not holding anything back because what else can you show them? They've been through it. Is that a case for them? Because obviously you don't expect them to wallow in shame for the rest of their lives. But it's expected that once you go through such an experience, you tone down on the character that got you in trouble. But in this case, it's the opposite. And I said expect because such things are not guaranteed. It's not a norm that once people go through punishment or they are shamed, they change for the better. Some actually change for the worse. It's known that some criminals tend to harden after their time in jail. So I think it's an individual thing. Because even, for instance, let's pick Polo and Rashida Black Beauty. They also had embarrassing moments which was broadcast on social media. They even had to go to court and all of that, and it was embarrassing for them. And you see that they've toned down on their social media presence, and some of them have even vanished off air. There are many other people with such scenarios, but I'm just labeling this few. It could even be that they are still dealing with the stigma from their actions, and we are now in an era where such negative attitudes are rewarded. They are rewarded with likes, views, engagement, and even some of them get brand endorsements, okay, and they are even tagged with this internet celebrity status. You also find these upcoming bloggers reposting their content to get some of the clout for themselves. Just it's like a numbers game now. Everybody just wants to get his numbers up, and sadly it has even become an acquired taste for people. People go online purposely looking for such outlandish content. I don't know the reason. Maybe it could be that they might not be that bold, so they just admire the boldness and the boisterousness of others. So just watching it feels good. I don't know the psychology behind it, but that's a topic for another day. Now, these individuals got served real hard. It was a rude awakening, which maybe it was beneficial. But I'm asking, to what end though? Because at the end of the public crucifixion and all of that, they still have their numbers up. If you, for example, anytime she goes live or anytime she posts something, she gets huge engagements. And even take a look at Bongo. After the incident with Nanaba, Bola Ray, who is a big name in the media space, and I think he's the CEO of their company, invited Bongo on board, got him to reconcile with Nanaba, and then there were even rumors that he had a job now, and there was this picture that they put out there, which is kind of legitimizing Bongo's hold in the industry. So even right now, bloggers have taken him seriously. They've accepted his voice as that of a relevant one, and they keep posting his takes on certain social issues. Now, my second take. This was very interesting for me to look into because I'm an advocate of self-development. Part of self-development is constructive criticism. You see, I believe there could have been a better way of reproving and correcting this too, rather than the public flogging that we do. One thing about discipline is that the individual should have a change of heart. The wrongdoer should have a change of heart at the end of the experience. And the pure intentions of the judge or the disciplinarian must be translated properly for the wrongdoer to take note of it and change his ways. I'm not saying harsh punishments should be avoided, because rude awakening also help deal with ignorance in people. You have to shake them a bit for them to know that, I'm not doing the right thing or I'm not on the right path. I think a more humane approach will equally have an impact. So let's say for Ife's husband, you walking in on your wife cheating. You record the footage, all right, and all of that, but you deal with her one-on-one, or let's say you deal with her with the family, or even if it has to go to the law, you take it to court, let the law representatives take the footage in, analyze it as evidence, then you are good to go. Although the news will be published online that this was the case, at least some decency will be preserved and you have a better name for yourself. You look like, he's a gentleman, or he went about it rightly. And if you would have had a better way of dealing with it rather than now being rebellious. And for Bongo's case, where these three ladies, especially mainly Nanaba and Amwa, let's say she found out that this is the guy that's been bullying everyone on social media. So you use that chance to educate him on the effects of bullying on people. Not everyone is as tough-skinned as we are, obviously. And I'm not saying that people should just police their words in order not to hurt people. But there are times when lines are crossed. So you educate him on mental health, you educate him on the emotional damage that it causes to his victims and how it even affects him negatively, and help him remove that tag of a bully, because no one likes a bully, or no one has to be a bully. You could have walked out of that building with a change of mind and a change of heart. At least you could have rescued one bully from the internet. So sometimes some things should be dealt with privately rather than just going on social media with the live broadcast and just shaming people. Shaming and scaring people into correction shouldn't be encouraged. Let's try and deal with this privately. That is more desirable and well-meaning. That's my submission on this topic. I think we should educate ourselves on how to deal with certain issues. And if you have any experience like this, maybe there was a breaking point for you, or there was a break or mix situation in your life, you can share it in the comment section. Now let me end it with this example that I came up with. You are trying to wake somebody up, alright, and you use a megaphone. Yes, your goal will be achieved. The person wake up alright, but at what cost? Now the person is bewildered. He has probably a ruptured eardrum, a high blood pressure, and even he might even give you a slap on the face. But these are the things that is going to cost both you and him at the end of it. Thank you for joining me on today's episode. Once again, the name is YaoCrack, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Yo fam, you really have to subscribe. Just please subscribe and hit the like button as well, and also share this video to your friends. Let me know how you feel in the comment section.